So, welcome to the MotoE press conference here on Thursday at the Gran Premio Monster Energy de Catalunya. I was going to say benvinguts, but I forgot. Benvinguts. Local smile there. So, welcome back, guys. Another round of MotoE, the penultimate now this year. The pressure's on. Jordi, you arrive as the championship leader once again for the Open Bank Aspar team. And we have now Mattia Casadei from HP Pons Los 40, really close. Well, a little bit closer after those stunning 3 wins in a row. And Matteo Ferrari from Fella Grassini MotoE. You guys are split by a single point now in that fight, just behind Jordi. And Kevin Zannoni from Angetta Seat 58 Squadra Corse. You took 2 podiums. You didn't miss out on Parc Ferme all weekend last time out. An incredible weekend for you. So Jordi, as ever, we'll start with you. You're still in the hot seat, got that championship lead. Technically, in every penultimate round, the championship leader has a chance to take the title. Is that something you've been thinking about here at all? Or is it something that you're thinking of for the final round and this weekend is just points, home round, focus on that?
I think the most important this weekend is thinking about the one race more and try to do 100%. Also is because I race home. It's important to do a great result here because after this race, we go to the house of Mattia and Matteo.
Everyone else in the room, yeah.
And yes, it's very important to stay on the front this race home because for sure these guys give me a very difficult there in Misano to stay on the top, but yes, this track I know it's a special track for me also. I try to do 100% and show my elbows. I try to do the same at Spielberg in Red Bull Ring, but it's not a track for my condition. That means that my weight or than my height or than my...
That was going to be my next question. Obviously, there's quite a long straight here as well.
Yeah. No, but here is very different because you are riding this long straight in a good speed. That means that in a high speed. In Spielberg, is always the longest street is you are right there in a low speed corners, and this re-acceleration is very difficult with my riding style and also with my complexion. But here is completely different. And for sure, we try to show our elbows, stay on the top, and work a lot, 100%, to defend our leader. And we'll see what happens. But for sure, you know, in this category can happen everything. And yes, cross fingers and work ahead.
And what about looking to the skies? It looks like it could be some interesting weather this weekend. Do you think that plays in your favor or against you?
Yeah. We'll see the weather condition, but because the predictions are difficult to understand.
It seems to change every day when you get up, and then Saturday looks different.
Yeah, but I think in a MotoE it's not very important because tomorrow we only do 6 + 6 + 2 laps in a very different conditions always that we enter on the track. We must adapt very fast. The track conditions, it depends that it's in dry or it's in wet. We know that in the wet we are fast, and yes, maybe we can defend better than our rivals. But yes, I prefer, in my opinion, that maybe the rain is better for me, because also the bike is very enjoyable, the tires were very, very good, are fantastic, the wet tires. And also, we can give a good show in a rain conditions, like Silverstone, for example. But yes, we'll see. It's not very important, the weather condition, I mean in this category, because always we go on the track in a different condition, not in dry or wet, but always are in the dry. For example, tomorrow morning we don't have rubber on the tarmac, and it's very different. Yeah, very different after FP2 that have a many rubber, more hot temperature, and the compartment of the bike is very different than the first practice one. And for sure after in the qualifying practice, the conditions are completely different than FP1, FP2. And yes, the adaptability of the rider in this category is very important, and we know that this is a main objective for being competitive in this category. But I think more or less the 70% of the grid of MotoE know that this is a highest point to learn it.
Okay, well, we will see. And we'll move on next to Mattia then, as you've won 3 in a row now. I went through all of the stats because we thought it might be the first time someone had done 3 in a row. It's first time for 3 full-length races. If you remember, those of you who were on the grid in Assen, we had a 12.5 points awarded to Eric, I think, when there was a very short race. But it's an incredible run that you're on. You've now made a huge leap up in the standings as well. After a tougher start, you must be very happy with where you are now, going into the penultimate round, and then it's Mazzano to go as well.
Yeah, I'm very happy. This is my goal for this year with the team. The start was a little bit difficult, but we working on my bike and my riding style. We improve a lot, and this is the result of our working. And we are very happy and ready to do a very good weekend also here.
And you've been teammates with Jordi before in MotoE. Does that give you any insight into how to beat him?
I'm very happy.
Does that help you at all? You got any secrets to the way Jordi rides, or anywhere where you can make a difference from your experience before in the team?
Jordi give me a lot of advice. He's a very good guy.
So now he'll regret that, I'm sure.
But I respect a lot Jordi, and I try to be as good as possible and have a good fight. Hope to enjoy a lot, and the best rider win.
Matteo's enjoying that. So Matteo, we'll move on to you. We love the classic Casadei. Just like, you're always happy. Even when you crash like 10 minutes later, it's like, well, you know, it's fine. Very zen. Matteo, then, you had an Austria of 2 halves, but now you're right back up there. You were so close to that win. We were waiting, is he going to make a lunge for it at the final corner? You must be happy enough with that, because you're not that much further back than you were before, despite that bump in the road on, well, I was going to say on Saturday, in race 1.
Yeah, for sure I'm happy because I can fight for the title, because you know when you crash in this category, and for sure in the last part of the season, it's very difficult to arrive and to fight for the victory. I think we did a great job in race 2, because after a crash in race 1, every time you have to reset, to try to push, but don't
How do you
mistake.
do that now with such a short time? Sorry to interrupt you. Is it harder than it was, or is it almost easier?
In Le Mans was a little bit better because it was the first race. In this period is a little bit difficult because you know, I'm very fast now. I can fight for the victory, for the title. And when you crash with 3 corners left, you know, it's not the best moment of my life. But you know, this sport can give to you a lot of experience, and for this reason I learn a lot from that moment. I push in a great way, I think, in race 2. Unfortunately, during the first lap, I tried to overtake Eric, but it was a little bit difficult compared to race 1. So for this reason, I arrived a little bit in late. But you know, this is races. Now I'm 3rd in the championship. Will be a great weekend here in Barcelona with these 2 guys. They are very fast, and it's also it's also beautiful fight with these 2 guys, because every time on track is there is respect, you know. So we'll win the best rider, but also with the respect. So I'm happy about that.
We'll see. And what about Barcelona as a track? You confident here?
Yeah, we did a great test in the pre-season, so I'm ready. The bike, I think the balance of the bike is more or less okay. During the season, for sure, we changed a little bit our riding style, our balance of the bike, but you know, more or less, I'm confident that tomorrow morning the bike will work in a good way. There will be a new front tire, so I think we have to work a little bit on that, but I think will be not a big step. So we have only to work on that, and we will see on Saturday race.
We will. Races. Keep saying on Saturday, and I'm like, no, they were both on Saturday. So, Kevin, welcome to the press conference. And like we said, 3 visits to Parc Fermé in Austria, 2 podiums, as well as that pole position. Congratulations, we'll say that again. But how does it feel now coming into this round? You got a huge haul of points from Austria. Are you confident you can try and repeat that performance and stay near the front here?
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy for this result about the last race. I think this is a result that we built on the past.
I've been very close before.
Yeah, yeah, I always stay near to this result, but we work a lot. I work a lot at home. We work with the team, and is 3 races that I feel good. In this moment I feel good. I know the track, this is completely different from the Red Bull Ring, but we need to see tomorrow the first practice, but I think I can do again be competitive to this in this part of the season, but I need to stay focused on this track, cancel the last weekend, because it was good. I passed a beautiful moment with the people that support me, but we need to stay focused race by race and continue this progression.
And what made the difference in Austria? Was there anything that you think really helped you just make that little step? Like we said, in Le Mans before, you were super close to the podium, and then that crash out, everyone's done it.
Last year. Yeah.
But very close to that. But what made that difference in Austria this year? Or is it from the season and making that progression throughout the year?
I think one is the track that I love so much. I love the braking about the track, and also the setting of the bike. That is 3 races that I feel good. Also in Silverstone, my first time I start 15 in the qualifying. Assen race 2, I feel good. I fight for podium. So I like the bike in this moment. I feel good, and especially I love the track, the layout of Red Bull Ring.
What about Catalunya Misano?
Yeah, also this I like, but
it should be good. Thanks, Kevin. So we've now got, as ever now, spice things up a bit with some fan questions. I think there's a few good ones this week. So the first one is, well, the first 3 are from Instagram. We've got one from Husahana, or Husahana, unsure. What is your favourite song at the moment? So we'll go for Jordi first.
What, the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I don't have any, I listen too much, you know, but...
Talk radio.
Yeah, radio, but I don't listen any music in special, but maybe, I don't know, Sigma hits, I think. I listen now at this moment.
Cool. Mattia?
I will listen.
I feel like you know the answer, but you don't want to say the answer.
No, I have a lot. The problem is I have a lot.
Kevin's got a big advantage here with like half an hour to think about it.
Non lo so, ne ho una per me.
Non mi viene.
Okay, Matteo, we'll move on to you.
I think levels of AVC.
Okay.
Yes.
Kevin, no pressure.
Well, also me, I don't have a special song, but I like the Rocky movie song, so Eye of the Tiger.
Classic? Easy. An all-time classic. That's an easy answer, you see. Just pick something from the 80s. So the next one is from Waru_Chan8. What corner would you like to have renamed in your honor? So Jordi, I think we'll extend it to any corner on the MotoGP calendar.
Wow.
Just in case you want to like steal Lukey Heights.
This one is strong.
It's a strong question, eh?
Yes.
Difficult answer. Well,
Again, then sorry, you're gonna go in the same order. So now you know how long you have to decide.
Oh,
Me is
perfect.
better.
I think turn 1 of Phillip Island.
Cool.
Mi torna 6 of Misano.
Cool.
Arrabbiata 2 of Mugello.
The same of Matteo, I would to say, but Arrabbiata 2 or Casanova Savelli.
So we'd have Arrabbiata and then we'd have
Ferrari.
Ferrari. Arrabbiata Ferrari, Arrabbiata Zannoni. Good combo. And then the next one is from brew.harm. I'm just pronouncing the vowels. I don't make the rules. This is a classic question. Who's going to win the title this season?
Okay.
This time I'm going to start with Kevin.
It's difficult because we have 2 Italian.
I know, that's why
I'm go for Mattia.
Mattia, cool. Matteo?
Io. Okay. Matteo. Ferrari. Yes.
Cool. just to avoid doubt there.
Me.
Cool.
Yeah, also Jordi Torres. I think that everyone wants to.
He's a good,
I think your
he's a good
hands are
guy.
I feel like a salami in a panini, you know,
Yeah. A great MotoE rider.
between both Italian riders.
So then there's a final one, which Kevin is about the title contenders, so no pressure. You can relax now. So from Jesse Messi NL on Twitter or X, depending on your opinions on that. The championship is almost done. How are you trying to be calm under pressure? So have you been doing anything differently? Jordi, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I try to do in this period of my life a lot of sim racing, and I try to put more serious there and
Of
do
course,
more.
on the official MotoGP video game, MotoGP 23.
Yeah, I play a lot, but yeah, with the cars, you know, with steer wheels, all these things. I play a lot to learn the tracks also, to know how is the limit of one car. It's very different than the real life. But at the moment of my life, I play a lot in the simulation cars, and I want to put more hours there.
Okay. Mattia, how are you relaxing? I don't think you need help doing that, but
I'm relaxing.
always
Yeah.
default setting. Matteo, what about you?
I just want to continue the performance of the first part of the season, so try to think about that and nothing more.
Do the same.
Yeah.
So Kevin, I'll ask you a different question. How did you celebrate the podiums in Austria?
Oh, I celebrate with my fans and after with my friends. We are all very happy for this result because I work a lot for this.
I hope you bought the drinks.
No. But this with the people that support me in these years.
Perfect. Okay, that's everything for me. Have we got any questions from the floor? We have. Front row, go ahead.
Hi, Antonio Ramos for Racer Media. Question to Jordi. Who do you think is now your strongest rival for the championship, Mattia or Matteo, and why?
Yeah, I think that but a big question now is that I more or less know the style of Casadei, you know, because we are teammates the last year and we share the data and we know how is our riding style. He also know very well how is my riding style. But Matteo Ferrari is a it's a question for me because I run a lot of rear of here and I learn about her riding style, but I don't know how is her brake pressure or how is her little movements on the bike to give some balance between the tires. And yes, I think I prefer to make a one battle with Mattia. But I know that Mattia is more dangerous.
Would you like to explain?
He's more young and more competitive.
Okay.
And have to win more than for me, no, because, yeah, you know, everybody want to win. But I think that Mattia has some special now at this moment that want to win 100% is only this objective on his life, you know. And yes, it's very difficult to arrive in this part of the season between these two guys. The last race in Misano, you know, I need to take a lot of advantage in this race to give me some breath to arrive there in Misano the next week.
Okay, that's it. I feel like that might backfire and now Matteo will be like, well, I'll show you. We will see. Thanks very much, guys. As always, have a great weekend here. And everyone, please join us for qualifying tomorrow at 5 p.m. local time. And then both races on Saturday. If we can get you to stand for a final photo. So first of all, the serious one. And then I realised I forgot in Silverstone and in Austria to ask you for the funny faces. Can we now get just, yeah, incredible pose. Kevin's like, what is this? Perfect. Benvinguts. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Have a great weekend.